Alright, all you beautiful people. So, Lord Azoth has been out in KR for like about a week and some change. Yeah, so I'm just making this video to talk about her buffs. She is a buffer, really crazy buffer, and I just wanted to like put all together all her buffs and be like, okay, how much does she buff and things like that. I can't do a full breakdown of her yet just because I haven't played her. I need to physically play characters to do a full breakdown, but I can kind of look at her buffs and be like, yo, this is what she can do. Alright, so let's get it started. That is a special actor. Alright, Mystic Flask. This is kind of like one of her biggest things, and like, yeah, Mystic Flask is really cool. So, Mystic Flask is a skill where she throws out a flask, and when you pick it up, you'll get different effects. There's 4 different effects, 4 different colors. So, that's, and funny enough, the first one they picked up was the debuff. There's only one bad one, and the other 3 are good. So that's Confusion one. This one's a super armor one, so you gain super armor for 20 seconds. Probably the lamest one in my opinion. That white one is a size increase and multiplicative 15% critical damage increase. Insane, absolutely insane. 15% critical damage increase. And that blue one, another insane one. Look at this mana. Do you see this mana? 30 MP per second for 20 seconds. Oh my goodness. With the blue flask. Crazy stuff. Crazy stuff. Oh, and then the oh, that's cool. So the summon throws out his own too. That's actually really cool. I think it just resets the duration. Yeah. That's really cool. Huh, interesting. Interesting. Oh, they can force change the color. I did not know that. Okay, this is actually my legitimate first reaction to this. So it looks like she's using another skill with the summon. And that just forcibly makes Mystic Flask to do a specific one. Let me move the camera down a little bit. Maybe we can see what skill that is. Because you changed it to blue. Hold on. Oh, she's just hitting the summon button. Just hitting the, it's like the Eve changing her little things. You just hit the summon button, and you can change what color they are to change the buff. Really cool. Okay. Really, that's really cool. I again, legitimately did not know about that. That's so cool. That's okay. That makes the skill a lot better too. Nice. So you can completely remove the RNG once you get this summoning skill. What is the icon for that? I wonder if I have it popped up here. Okay, it's like the dude with in the cauldron. Got it. Cool. Alright, so RK is one of her first passives. So you gain 3 RK powers. This lines up with the color of the summons that we saw earlier. So you got Mater, and Maris. When you use a skill of that category, you get 10 points for it. So we saw it here with Mystic Flask. They can show it again. There you go. You saw, so this was 20 before, and now it's 30. I think that one, this is the purple one. That's Maris. I think that was Maris. Once you get 100 of whatever the thing is, so it goes up to 100. Once you get 100, you and your allies get these buffs. So first one is attribute activation rate, whatever. Physical magical defense ignore 5%, pretty nice, especially for characters that don't have it, especially for birth rate, really nice. And all speed increase 5%. That's multiplicative, really good. Again, if speed cap, if speed cap was not a thing, it would be absolutely insane, but speed cap is a thing, so it's just kind of like really solid. It can help you get to that speed cap point. Really nice. Next thing, we have Sparkler Body. I think this is more for her. I think Sparkler Body is just applied to her, not her allies. But it's still good. 20% damage reduction, or damage received decrease. I don't know if that's different from damage reduction. More damage to bosses and mini bosses, and when you get the final enhancement, you get 2% magical and physical. So pretty cool. It's just a self buff. It's for her, but I thought I would still put it on here. This is just a passive. Oh, I did want to talk about the poison thing a little bit. So she has a gimmick with poison. Enemies who are poisoned, and she has a lot of skills that will activate poison on enemies. She does more damage to them. 30% more damage, and once you max this out, which is really good. 30% more damage, you know, even if they're more on the weaker side, getting those damage bonuses are really good. But unfortunately, poison is a debuff, so it's like birth rate or other things where they remove debuffs with like hyper armor and things like that. She will definitely do less damage, but on a boss that is debuffable, she can definitely do a lot more damage because they can be poisoned. Oh yeah, this is the homunculus thing we were talking about earlier. Let me actually... It should be the second... It should be Mystic Alchemist that has the summoning skill, I think. Here we go. Here we go. Yeah, Homunculus. So yeah, this is the summoning skill. You summon the Homunculus out, and I think once you get this passive, then you have the ability to change them to the different colors. So Maris, Air, and Matter, or maybe you can just already change the color. But with this passive, they activate the Flask with it. So really cool. It makes you wonder, you know, why this skill even has the confusion one, but maybe that's kind of like a lore thing. Like maybe early on she's not very good at making the potions, but after she makes the homunculus, it's a lot easier to make the potions, so she doesn't mess up anymore with the confusion potion. Because there is no confusion potion, I believe, if you summon the boy, because yeah, there's no confusion potion here. It's just you get what you get. Alright, you do have to pick it up though. Something that maybe some people might be annoyed by or whatever is you do have to pick it up, and I don't know how they're going to do that when like you can't see skill effects, so I'm curious about that. Alright, we have Refined here. So she goes up to an enemy and kind of just snaps at them, I believe. Yeah, and the enemy that got snapped at gets a debuff, I think. Yeah, physical magical defense reduction, and then allies get an all-skill damage buff. Really good. Again, so many buffs across the board. So good, so good. We got Envelope here. Envelope is pretty basic on what it does, but it is our second tactical field. Straight up super armor. The effects are a little bit too much, so unfortunately I do think this will lag our games. But having another tactical field is really, really good, and I think it is a bit stronger than tactical field, because this damage reduction is 20%. I think tactical field might be lower. I think it might be 15. But don't quote me on that. Don't quote me on that. But it's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Tactical field, super nice to have it. 15 seconds. The duration's great. The size is great. You can just make it bigger with a Giant's Potion, or having Mystic Flask, I think it was the white one, gave you a bigger body size. Really, really cool to have another tactical field. Physical tactical field, too. This is another passive she has. Reduces the MP cost and skill cooldown decrease, and free maximize, unnormalized maximize, by the way. So this helps a lot with her socketing. Quintessentials. So gain all Arche 30 when you awaken. You get 2 times 2% Arche, and your Homunculus gets the same as well. And Sparkler Body also gives you an action speed increase, so that's pretty cool. Just some quality of life stuff there. Philosopher's Stone. So this is where it gets crazy. It's not fully translated here, but I did Google Translate it, and pretty much when you get an Arche buff, where is it? When you get one of the Arche buffs, so the attribution rate, physical magical, all speed increase, you also get these Philosopher's Stone buffs with them. So Philosopher's Stone buff, physical magical attack increase 20%. Oh my goodness. You know what the normal Aishas need to do to get to that point with their passives? Where is it? With Wisdom Aura? Let's find 20% here. 20%, 20%, 20%. Can they even get to 20%? Oh yeah, PvE. There we go. I was looking at PvP. 3 million. This is a value of 3 million combat power on Aether Sage and what's the other one? Metamorphy. And you just get it just for doing arcade stuff, which you do anyway. So good. And the craziest one, you activate quick slot cooldown 15%. Guys, this is the benefit you get by like, or pretty close to a benefit you get for having a premium ice burner. And then you just kind of have it. It is 15 seconds cut sliced in half for your potions. Liberators are so happy. Like Furious Blades are so happy. Just more potions. And she's a really good MP healer too with the Flask. So you're getting a lot of MP. And like not even just that. Like let's think about the other items. You're getting more stone apples because you can use more stone apples and things like that. So it's just really good. Like I don't know what else to say. It's just really, really cool that she can do quick slot cooldown. But yeah, pretty good stuff. And yeah, of course the 20%, so insane. Yeah, so Wisdom Aura. Next one is weird. So this is Iperion. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but the way it works, there's two different aspects. So the first aspect is when she kills an enemy, she gets 10% HP and MP back, which is really good. That can, it helps her with her potions. She's already a pretty good MP healer, but this kind of helps her a little bit more. But this is just for her. The HP MP thing, I believe that's just for her. And this is the weird one. So when she dies, she will recover allies' health, HP, MP 20% for 5 seconds. So let's pop open the calculator here real quick. Let's pop open a little calculator here. So 20% for 5 seconds. That's a 100 M. If you have the normal MP, if you have the normal MP of just 400, let's just say 400, right? So 20% of that, so 0.20. You're getting 80 MP per second for 5 seconds. That's 400 MP. You get your entire MP bar back when she dies. It's very strange. It's very strange. I don't know why this passive exists, and I'm very curious if this procs with Eclipse. Like, I'm very curious if this should procs when she just falls down for death, or when she like has to respawn, like it's like a guild heal thing, like it's like a Omega super guild heal. I don't know. It's 1% in PvP, by the way, so I feel like she's gonna be good in 2s, because that's just like free HP MP when she dies. Again, it's like, it's super guild heal. It's just super guild heal. So strange, but hey, there you go. And then finally, her masterclass here. This is another self buff. RK skills just get 20% more damage. So there you go. She actually has a reason to use her masterclass skill. More characters need to have this, by the way. More characters need to have this. Alright, and that is that, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, let's do one final go around, look at all the buffs, and kind of like, just summarize it a little bit. So with Mystic Flash, she can give you body size increase with critical damage increase, body size reduction with MP recovery per second, and super armor for 20 seconds. All three can be active at the same time, and you can control which buff you put out with the later Homunculus skill. RK gives you all attribute activation rate, physical magical defense ignore, all speed increase. That's for self buff. Homunculus just makes the other skill more consistent. This one gives enemies physical magical defense reduction 10%, a debuff, and gives the party all skill damage increase 10%. Envelope gives you super armor with 20% damage reduction. This is just self-buffing. This is self-buffing. Philosopher Stone gives you physical magical attack increase and reduces your quick slot duration by, quick slot cooldown, excuse me, for 15 seconds. Hyperion activates extreme healing when she dies, and this is just a self buff. So pretty cool. Really, 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 really cool stuff. A lot of buffs to go around. She's the Lord of the Buffs. At the end of the day, she's the Lord of the Buffs. So many buffs to go around. Is she the level of Celestia and Nyx Pieta? We'll have to see. But hey guys, just like, don't even think about that. Consider this. Have a party with Celestia, Nyx, and Lord Azoth. Just have all of them. Like, she's a really, really good buffer. Absolutely insane. Like, the only downside I can see is that you'll have to pick up these Flask buffs, and I don't know how you're going to be able to see them when you have ally skill, like, things not visible. But, you know, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. And again, I have to play her to be able to fully understand it. But just looking at it as a first reaction thing, she seems so good with all her buffs. But yeah, there you go. That's the first reaction. Sorry this took so long, but I was waiting for most of these to be translated. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you liked the video. Give it a comment. Give it a like. And have yourselves a fantastic day. And peace out.